Brodes Media.
That would be 4 in a row, by the way, against the Giants. Meaning a 4-game sweep, baby! 4-game sweep! In a series where Trey Turner goes down. In a series where Taijuan Walker gets his second start of the season, which doesn't bother me as much as it seems to bother a lot of the fan base. You need to remember that he is a major league starter, okay? Every time he gives up a run, it doesn't mean he sucks. Every time he walks someone, it doesn't mean he sucks. This dude is pitching his balls off in his last 2 starts through 6 innings. The problem, the 7th. And I don't really hate Rob Thompson giving him the 7th in his first start. And I don't really care about him getting the nod in the 7th in his second start because you don't know if the first time was just random or there's something to it. And there has to be an idea of stretching this guy out so in the 7th he could be good. So maybe there's some of that going on as well. But whatever he's doing through 6, even if at some point, okay, you got to realize that you can't do the 7th anymore. Well, give me 6 a 1 earned run ball all day. Give me 6 no earned run. Give me 6-2. Give me 6 3 earned runs. It doesn't matter. Give me a quality start from the back end of my rotation, and let's go, baby. But at the end of the day, we're talking about one of the best teams in baseball, baby. We're talking about one of the juggernauts. It's so outstanding to see them finally come together and click and be at the top of the league. They're a scary-ass juggernaut because they could do it with the bats. And if it's a game that's not necessarily one of those nights where you rake at the ballpark, let's say, you want to hit this starting rotation? You could want all you want. But good luck. I want you to do some research. Go to MLB.com. Go look at the stats. Go look at NL starters. Get back to me. Get back to me. This guy doesn't want a 6-man rotation. This guy doesn't get a 6-man rotation. Dude's lethal. Give me those 11 Ks. Yo, Mason Black. That's cute that you strike out Bryce Harper in the first inning and your parents give you a standing ovation up top there at CBP. That's nice. That's cute. Go tell me what Bryce Harper did. Guy starting to come around. Perfect timing, too, because that Trey Turner injury is a low blow. This guy smokes around 350. What was his batting average in that final game where he scored from second base, by the way? In what universe is the speed that efficient? My man goes to score from second base? The guy isn't human. The guy's not real. But let me scroll back past all these victories. The 6-1 win against the Giants today. The 5-4 win against the Giants yesterday. The 14-3 win against the Giants on Saturday night. That's right. The 4-3 win against the Giants on Friday night. Trey Turner, 343. Excuse me, I apologize. Shame on me to think that he was hitting 350. No, just 343. Dude had 2 hits that day, too. So someone is going to have to step up without Trey Turner there. It's a big loss. Now, there's actually, and I can't believe I have to explain this, but there's idiots who live in Atlanta, and I guess they can't comprehend the sport of baseball. You would think that they'd be smarter and they'd have more knowledge with all their winning with the NL East. I'm sure they would want more World Series titles than they have with all of their success throughout regular seasons. But let me explain something to you. The Phillies are beating bad teams right now. Yeah, no shit. if you are a 90-plus win team in Major League Baseball, if you win 100 games like we've seen the Braves do in the past, how do you get to that 100 win total? Can I ask you a question? How do you get to 100 wins? Because when you play your schedule, the only way to get to 100 wins is to beat all the bad teams. Because you're not just beating the Dodgers every day, the Padres every day. I mean, I'm just naming teams. I don't even think the Padres are that much of a juggernaut, but they have good talent in theory on their roster. But you're not just playing the Yankees every day. You're supposed to beat these bad teams and beat them the fuck up. And that's what they're doing right now. That's what good teams do. When the Houston Astros go to the ALCS every single season, how do you think they get to their win total? You think they just beat just the good teams and then they lose to all the bad teams? How do you think you get there? You do the same thing. That's why I call you dumb. That's why I call you stupid. Because you watch the games, you see your team thrive, you see yourself having one of the most offensive explosions we've seen in baseball history last season before losing in the playoffs. But still, you've seen it. How did you not actually process who some of those teams were? And if you have brain cells, which I don't know if you do, it's not rocket science to recognize someone's schedule and the strength of it prior to them winning all these games. You could have seen this coming. This isn't, it's shocking because we haven't seen the Phillies actually put it together, and that's been frustrating. But based off of their talent, based off of going to the World Series a couple of years ago, going to the NLCS last year, obviously making a statement to the entire league that we're no joke, that if you just thought about it, the Phillies should sweep the Rockies. The Phillies should sweep. Who else was in there? The Chicago White Sox. I'm so dumbfounded, I'm starting to vomit all over my words because I can't believe we're even talking about this. It's Baseball 101. I'm so proud that they could win in so many different ways. All right, if you need Rojas and Nick Castellanos to show up, then those guys show the hell up, which is just crazy to process. That happened out in Los Angeles. But yeah, I mean, you need sometimes the guys who aren't necessarily at the top of your order. You need the bottom half of your lineup to steal you a game sometimes. You need to look at a 1 through 4 in your batting order, maybe having 2 hits and 7 strikeouts, but your bottom guys have 6 hits combined, including 3 runs batted in and 2 home runs. Home runs happening. And you got that on a day where the team desperately needed it. And the reason I bring that up is this series started with Aaron Nola not looking crisp. 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, multiple walks. Or excuse me, it was 2 earned runs, 4 walks. 4 innings pitched, 4 walks, 2 earned runs. But your bullpen shuts it down. Your bullpen does an amazing job. And you're also looking at Brandon Marsh and Alec Boehm, 2 up-and-comers, let's say. And I think they've arrived, but they're not the Schwarbers, the Harpers, the Real Mutos. They're established, but let's go. They're on the youth movement side of it, and they are giving you enough plus your pen. So it's not a Schwarber and Bryce Harper takeover. It's not a JT Real Muto shows why he's the best catcher in baseball type of day. It's we got to grind this one out, scrap it out. When you win this much, and when you look at 20 games, and I don't know exactly what the Phillies are. I know it's damn good. I know it's impressive. They're winning so much I can't even keep count. I can't even stay on track with it. So fuck yes! Fuck yes! I've been waiting for this.